true. Budo Babala.
Oh yes. Where is he?
No, and the uplifting the woman can also carry and then uplifting the people. Massive.
Please open the door. Labeorun.
Oh, of course, that is a name we live with. I'm coming for no, homecoming. Oh, yeah, I know. So I said, thanks for. Okay, let me just put it away. Homecoming. Just like Mrs. Paul yesterday.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I only was able to have the game and all that the first session. Today, I said I'm all because of
And sorry sir, next to him is Dr. Ibadan.
She has chocolate.
I'm an admin officer, so
Yeah. Anybody?
yes.
You know it's fine. You know my fire.
And right behind you is the Assistant Director of Finance. Exactly.
Good to see you. Oga. Oga. That Oga is he. Hey, Oga, my total officers will not be able to come and be stopping with the few things that I started your job. I'll join you in the moment, sir. All right, thank you.
All right. You may want to capture. And here is anticipated Paul, head of station for Lagos.Its. Yes. About a lot of things that the doctor said yesterday, thinking whether I now have HPV, I don't know, or whether, I mean, even one dog, the lady who progressively got blind while writing her WAEC exams. And I thought to myself, but you know you have been having issues with your eyes. Better go now so you can go blind just like that. So much to think about, and that also tells me that we have so much to do as well as program makers. I thought a lot. When I examined myself this morning, I thought I saw some lumps. And I was wondering whether that's the fiber that holds the breast together or the one Dr. Laleye has warned us about. Seriously speaking, I have to go to Dr. Laleye. I don't know about you, but the fact that you could have it developing from the size of a granite to the size of a tom-tom to the size of an orange. How do we wait for it to be that almost untreatable before we begin to seek? A chair over there. Please, a round of applause for them. I need somebody to change Metro to Bond now. Because
You that have brought it down.
you know specifically.
Come on.
I'm saying this specifically because this next session was prepared with Bond FM in mind. Videos in about 4 years. He's a Google licensed YouTube partner, and he's going to be sharing his experience with us. I've said Bond specifically, but of course it's instructive for the rest of us. You heard him, he left Radio Nigeria Ibadan to start his own outfit. He's been telling me the story this morning. And just as I was going downstairs to welcome him, Engineer Jennifer said, check out this, I know him. And then we went downstairs, and it's been a jolly homecoming for him. He also knows the ADA, Dr. Raymond. So he's here at home.
The bad instructions.
I'm sure some of them here don't know. It wasn't your time that was there. Okay, so please feel free. You have to ask him questions. We have to get not just Coco on YouTube. We have to get specific programs on the other stations on YouTube and make money. I read 13,000 subscribers. It's now 16,000 subscribers, yeah?
Over 14,000.
Over 14 now. And that means it's going to be paid for life. I'll give the rest to him to say. So figure a very quick one.
Okay. Mr. Adisa was born close to 6 decades ago in Ibadan, precisely in Ontario family of Aremo Ibadan. Aremo. He attended Oguseide Memorial Primary School, Methodist High School, Oyo State College of Education, Cardiff University in Wales, FRCN Training School, a retired staff of Radio Nigeria and Nigerian Television Authority in Ibadan. He is a crack investigative journalist with a special interest in strange but true life stories. Similar to these exploits, he was invited by Google, YouTube, to float a channel known today as Labeorun TV, with over 14,000 subscribers and about 13 million watch time in minutes in less than 5 years. This feat, to the glory of God, has earned him numerous accolades and laurels across the world. Adisa is a pure Christian lover of humanity. He was ordained a deacon in his church, Christ Covenant Church, in December 2017. And on 24th of January 2018, he was installed as the Mogaji of Ordinary-Law family in Ibadan, as a prelude to joining the Olubadan chieftaincy lineage. He's married with 3 children, all resident in the US and the UK. Let's put our hands together for our guest.
Good afternoon. I don't know, I'm having 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
But I will try to spend less so that we will have more questions. You get me right? The remaining out of my 30 minutes will be added to 15 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. Because my interest here today, I'll be so happy if at the end of the day, maybe in about 6 months' time, or in about 1 year, if I could see a female a female, I said a female, and a male YouTuber, forget about your age. Forget about your age. It's not about age. It's about passion. Out of this audience, then I'll be so happy. Because there was a seminar I attended, Google seminar, in where I was the oldest person in the whole class. And that gave me a kind of upper hand. Because the white people were so happy that at your age, you still want to learn. Because like my big speaker, Mr. Eki, said, the moment you stop learning, you are dead. You're dead. So I still see myself as a very, very young man. You can see. You see, the Magaji thing, you know, they pursued me for over 6 months before I took it. In fact, I was trapped in a family meeting. Now look, this kind of Magaji you are getting, you know, it's not a simple one. No. You better get somebody to take care of the home, because I could be anywhere, anytime. Now, straight to the business. I have no slide here, but I know we all have our papers and pen to put something down. Remember, my target here today is to extract at least one female YouTuber and one male YouTuber in about 6 months' time. There is a budding one already, but I don't want to mention her name. Because when you have, it's so easy to open a YouTube channel, but growing your audience is an uphill task. Even these white people will tell you that for you to have 1,000 subscribers, you must have done a great deal of work. It is not easy. Let me start from, I don't want to go into the history of YouTube, Google, and so on, just to save our time. What people normally hear is subscribers. Who are subscribers? The subscribers are like voters who made up their mind, probably based on your campaign, to vote for you in an election. You know, if you're a politician, you know how difficult this is. For me to convince Elijah here not to vote for Mr. Eke, vote for me. It is always very good. It's like taking somebody's heart from that person to your side. Now, subscribers. When we say we should subscribe to a YouTube channel, the major thing that happens to you is that the moment a video is uploaded and published, you get an alert directly from Google. You get an alert. And you can watch anytime, anywhere in the whole universe. To be an online person is to cut yourself away from people who call crude people. You call them crude people. People who walk with their eyes closed. Because once you are not online, you are walking with your eyes closed. I want to put up this question because I don't see myself as an outsider here. Because I was many years back part and parcel of this organization. At the point I felt I had to move forward. And I did. Just one question, sir. What percentage of your your job being pushed out, okay, goes online. This is a prelude to my own presentation.
The work as media planners.
Yeah. What percentage goes online? What percentage goes on terrestrial? Thank you.
Traditional media did not and are still not helping matters. If I cannot verify what I put my money for, online, immediately you will be knowing the clicks. You will know, even though these clicks don't translate sometimes to buying.
Exactly.
But they still need it. But if you can't provide document for me, that's what we call post-buy analysis. When you do, how are you going to get information to say this number of people I targeted? That's all about GRP and all that. You target a GRP number and then you come down and all that. So I can't tell you the percentage immediately now, but I tell you clients are moving fast to that because they want to be able to quantify what they are spending. Okay. How do media plan?
And that was why I put that question to Mr. Ekilai. He's a smart man. He's a smart man. He knew the percentage. But he just played it out that okay, he didn't want to say 80%, 70%, 60%. But I can put it to him that it's not going to be less than 75%. Online. What you people are scrambling for is about 25%. Then, why wouldn't you join them? Today, YouTube takes care of, in terms of audience, takes care of 1/3 of the entire world population. While the entire world is moving towards 7 billion. Am I correct? Yeah. 7.5? YouTube is approaching, YouTube is about 2.9 billion viewers. Then what are you doing? What am I doing? And this is what prompted myself and my colleague there, Kola with blessed memory, to lead FRCN. I have witnesses here. I like it here. Nick, I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you here? Good. She was one of those people begging me there. No, go and withdraw your resignation letter. We have just been promoted. Our salary has been jacked up. For me, I'm gone. I go. That time, we never knew. There was no YouTube then. There was no YouTube. That was, I think I should be talking about March 1998. But the gratuity I could not get today from FRCN that would have stopped immediately after my death is being paid by Google, and they are going to continue paying to my children even after my death. So you just have to move with the trend. If anybody tells you that there will be no challenges, they are deceiving you. There will be a lot of ups and downs. And one thing about Google and YouTube is that you are not dealing with Ogaya whom you can report to. You are not dealing with Funke. You are dealing with machine. And once the machine says, no, Oga, this your video cannot be monetized, then that is the end. It will just put yellow there to warn you. If you don't do something about it, it will put red. And by the time you get 3 reds on your channel, they will take it down. And you can never take it up. That is the end. The rules are there. Very, very stringent rules. But you know, see, there are pranks we play. When you see a yellow button, danger is coming. there are pranks you play to make it green. When you see green, you laugh. You see, it's not the volume of the money that matters, but the fact that something is coming in. Jesus Christ. See, people say big things will always come to you like an idea. It will come to you in a very small manner. You know, no big thing will come to you for the first time big. No, it's not going to happen. It will be very, very minute. But when you take it up, you work on it, to be growing, to be growing, to be growing. The last time I was in Funke's office here, that was the day we clocked 14,000. Then she told me about this thing. I said, okay, let's see what happened by the time I come for this conference. As we speak here today now, we have gotten extra 112. At times you sit down and ask yourself, where are these people coming from? Are they ghosts? They are not. As long as you keep working on your channel, they will continue coming. It becomes autopilot. And you'll be happy for it. Because you know you are living something everlasting as long as the world exists for your children. White people will not deceive you. If they say they are going to pay you on the 21st, if that 21st falls on Sunday, you are going to get your alert. And by the 15th of the month, you already know what you are going to get on the 21st. Every other thing that comes in after will be added to next month. All in dollar. All in dollar. Not naira. I don't know. I just want to. You see, I said my target here today is to, to get YouTubers. I just want to, run through the advantages. I mean, the benefits there. If I should go through the obstacles, many people will run away. Then you don't need to run away. You need to know. Okay, I will give you a few of them. If you promise me that you're not going to run away. You see, now, what I'm trying to say basically is that when you open your channel, it's very easy. You can do it within 5 minutes. But before you open a channel, ask yourself, like he rightly said, you cannot appeal to everybody. No, you should have your own community. You should have your own community. No matter how good your program is, some people will not listen to it. No matter how bad your program is, some people will listen to it. But what is the volume of these people? Listening? What is the volume of these people not listening? That is the question mark. Google, YouTube will pay you on two bases: the number of views, then the adverts that comes in. The good thing about it is that you work day and night, but you don't need to run to Ogeki, come and give me advert. It's not your business. It's never your business, except if you have someone, because if you are very conversant with labeorun on MITV, LTV, used to have a lot of local adverts. Some of them will say, I wonder if I was see online now, but they cannot approach Google. They don't have that muzzle to approach Google. Then they will come to us. They will ask, okay, let's look at this video. Okay, it has attracted about 100,000 views. Okay, pay us 250,000 a month. Then we take down Google. We pick that video. We stop Google's advert from coming into that video. You take that video alone. You stop Google. There's a button. There's a way we do it. So no advert will come from Google anymore. Then you now put that local client's advert. You put it there. You collect your money. When the 1 month finishes, you take that one off. You release Google again. These are all the pranks we play. Legitimately. Radio is radio. Television remains television. What I'm trying to say here is that on radio, you're having a program, you can put Aruna on now. Then later you put King Sanyade. Nobody's going to query you. That will never happen on Google. You can do it, but the day you say you want to monetize, you say, this music belongs to Fela Nicola Poputi. So don't try it anymore. You have to be 100% original. It has to be yours. When we were on MITV, before we joined Google, we used to use Ogunde music and so on and so forth. Ignorantly, we uploaded first video. Within 2 seconds, I saw a flag. This music belongs to Ogunde now. How come? Now, I took that video off. Then we now composed our own music, which we use till today. Fine, I got the lyrics of this music from South Africa, but I changed everything to myself. And nobody knows that I got it from South Africa. I just took the rhythm. And that was it. So for I'm still learning. But one area, I don't know whether people are writing, but it's very important. You see, one area that scares people away is that when they want to tell you anything online, they will write maybe 2 lines. You can do this, you can do this. Then they will now put something, learn more. Have you ever seen it before? Yes. Learn more. Most people don't click learn more. Whether they are afraid of clicking it or they see that it's not relevant, that's where the information is. You know, they said learn more. Before you click it, you must find something to eat, because that learn more can take you to the next 10 pages. And they will just lure you into it with just 2 lines. Okay, you can easily get your money on YouTube, learn more. When you click that learn more, it's like this very long journey. Nobody can tell you that he knows everything online. No. You continue to learn every day. Every day. Another thing I want us to know is that we should not lose the focus or the fact that the origin of Google and YouTube, okay, let me say YouTube, was like a child's play. I want to delve a little bit into the history now. How many of us now here now have ever heard of PayPal before? PayPal. Yes. It's very common in UK, online payment and so on. Do you know some 3 guys working with PayPal created YouTube in 2005? But one of them, Karim, you have heard of Janet Jackson before? Junior sister to. In 2004, something happened. You know what they call bowling? I will have to say this. Janet Jackson, you know, was bowling. Then the breast came out. The two breasts came out. And it was caught on camera. And Karim was there.
Karim saw.
Karim saw. No, there was no YouTube then. So, he now took this idea to his friends in paper. I wish I can share this video to the whole world. That was the beginning of YouTube. That was the beginning of YouTube. That was, you saw the thing in 2004. One way or the other, they were able to push it. 2005, they created the site www.youtube.com. You know, that was the first thing they put on. In 2006, Google came up with $1.6 billion to buy YouTube from them. These three guys were so wise. They said, we're not okay. You have given us this money, but we want to reinvest it with Google again. You can imagine what $1.6 billion will be now. So the thing is that, you know, I still give everything to God, because it was like they were just playing. Today, whether you like it or not, YouTube has come to stay. No matter how big your station is in any part of the world, they're following YouTube. CNN is a reference point. Fox News, everybody you just have to be there. Otherwise, you are not there. One reason is this. Let me quickly read this one. YouTube is huge and humongous. Even more content is uploaded in 60-day period. 60-day period than the 3 major US TV networks created in 60 years. $60 days compared to 60 years. Now let's come back home. My own experience, I agree with this one, because what labeorun TV has achieved in terms of watch time would have taken in the space of 5 years, would have taken us over 4,000 years on terrestrial television. So that is the reality on the table, and that is why, forget about your age, sir, ma, sir, you have to, you have to, you have everything going for you. All the money you spend on OMB parties, okay, put it aside. Just start, because the person that started yesterday seniors you that's starting today, if you know what you are doing. Sir, I quite agree with you when you said content. Google will tell you content is king. Good content, no? And they will go ahead to tell you that video is the future. Go and see Punch online now. Everybody is scrambling to have presence, video presence online. Radios, it's not just listening to you. I shared my experience with Funke at our office, and that was why I left FRCN. I don't. How many minutes I have left now? 2 more minutes. A young boy was brought to our office. Kolala, we was there. I was there. Then the woman was trying to introduce us as stars. There, no, to that young man. The boy now said, "They are liars." Liars again. When they left, I now told Kola, so we have no future. We are doomed in future. If this small boy can tell us to our face that we are liars, Kola now said, what do? We have to, all these stories we are telling people, we have to find a way of pushing it on television. In an attempt to do this, may we never have that kind of management again. Nika, you are here. You know the whole history. May we never have that kind of management in Radio Nigeria again. Just because we wanted to move the program to television, the wahala started. Kola was sacked. After, in less than 1 year, I saw the handwriting on the wall. Okay, paper in here. Sir?
They are coming for me.
They are coming for me. Okay. So it's not because of TB Joshua or whatever. No. That was the beginning of the whole thing. But today we thank God for everything. Let me rest my case here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, you wrote the two names together. You were supposed to be a moderator. You pushed it.
Thank you so much. For today's talk, we have learnt really a lot. He has said so many things about YouTube. If I'm to say, actually, I don't know much about that. And there are so many things that he has said concerning YouTube. All this while we've been talking about radio and so many things that comes out of radio, how we can get our listeners through radio and so many other things. But today, he has made it clear to us that there are other ways that we can make our money. In order to, there are things we can put on YouTube, Google, and get our listeners. Listeners, people who can go through all those things we put on. But the truth is that whatsoever you're going to put there, you make sure that you have good content to give to people. Because if you don't have something that people can go out with, then they will not want to invest in it. Then another thing is this. You don't just go and put anything. You must do a whole lot of research so that you have your content at hand. If you don't do research, you may be saying the opposite of what you don't even know the people you're talking to. The kind of things they know, you don't know what they know. So if there are certain things that you put up before them, they'll be like, what is this person talking about? Has this person really done his research to make people know that this is the right thing for the person to say? Another thing is that he has said so much about Google, he has said so much about YouTube and how we can make money from it. So I really thank him so much. Concerning the radio, from what Mr. Adisa told us, that the radio is like 20% from his own perspective, and the online business is about 75%. So a whole lot of people are grabbing a lot from online, and most of the things we do today is about online. People go online more than people who listen to radio and television. So whatsoever you're doing with radio, you just have to make it strong. You have to make it you have to make sure that the content is strong enough to hold down your listeners, so that at the end of the day, they'll have something to take home, and they will make the listeners or your clients to buy into whatsoever you're putting up for people to listen on radio. That's all for what I'm going to give for the presentation. Thank you so much. My name is Lagos.Its from Wonderful. Thank you.
Because whenever I see people who look this way, what I always have in my mind is, this is a professor. And indeed, what we have taken from you today is indeed the content from a professor. Please, we are throwing questions at him. This is to throw at him because this is online. So we are throwing it at him. So do you have your questions, please? Anybody with question?
Or if there's need for data, what you're talking about. So how good enough, you're also Radio Nigeria, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So how feasible, how possible, how doable is this little agenda I just talked about? To take some of our channels, especially the popular programs, and throw them up on YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Personal than for the organization. Yes, everybody will benefit. I've realized that it's quite easy to open up a page on YouTube, but how do you drive traffic to it? You know, it's one thing to put up a video, and then you're at the mercy of people actually following. Very how do you, what are the things that you do to make sure that people will click, and not just click, actually follow and look up to, you know, seeing more videos from you? Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Moses, I'm prepared.
All right,
Get good content, be proactive about your channel, be there 24/7, money will come in.
Okay.
You don't need to approach anybody. All what Google wants from you is the appropriate content. That's all. The adverts will drop there and you'll be seeing it. The day I saw Glow MTN on my channel, I was dancing around. Eh? Where do I get them from? So it's not your business. About the subtitling the thing, when we started our own, we just pushed them out on subtitle. So people across the world, they were saying, no, is this for Yoruba people alone? Blah blah blah. I kept quiet. Then somebody, doing something from California, now called me and said, sir, we need to subtitle all these your videos. I said, it's money. He said, how much will it cost you? I said, a video will be subtitled for $100. He said, send me your account. And the good thing about it is that when you get to a certain level, YouTube will drop a tool for you, whereby as people are watching, you don't need to remove your uploaded video to go and subtitle and return it. No, you'll be there as if you are watching and you are subtitling. The viewers at home, they'll be seeing you putting the subtitle. So the tool is there for you. So when the man pays me, I will sit down in the corner of my room in Maryland. The money comes to me because I will do the subtitling myself. So so that is another income. And there are some people that will say, you're already doing a great deal of job on this thing though. How do we assist you? Send your account to us. All this aside the normal YouTube. I always get pissed off when people say, they will just say something, one or two, maybe 2 or 3 statements. Okay, our phone number is this. Start calling. That is their own way of assessing whether people are listening or people are watching or not. For goodness sake, DSTV is one of the most popular TV cable channel. How many of their programs are phone-in programs? Almost none. So why are you dwelling on phone-in to assess yourself? It's gone. It's gone. Because you find out that it's the same crop of people that call you last week that will call you the following week. So you are just messing up. You are just messing up. You see, right on my phone there, if the network is here, I would have shown you how many females are watching our channel as we stand here. There was this program being sponsored by IDA. I called it Oragba then. Just in November, I sat down, I went to my account, Oragba. How do I change this program to YouTube? It used to be on OGBC then. 5 minutes every Monday to Friday. You know that I have released about 7 episodes now. And it's moving on fine. What did I do? I would do my talk, then get the appropriate video to match it. Where would I get the videos from? Do you know that so many people, just for the fun of it, they will just upload video. They don't know what it is. These are the videos we pick. As long as it's appropriate for what I'm saying. Because he has not claimed that video. Then I'll claim it. If he comes back tomorrow to claim it, they will tell you are not the owner, I'm the owner. So these are the tricks. You know, there was an interview, you know, I did with Funke in our office. I don't like you now, just give me the video. By the time you put it on your channel, they will tell you, no, this video belongs to labeorun. I should know that. But I'm still picking up. See, this is a if you are talking about this thing, a whole day with us. Then the procedure, you know, to get your money is very, very technical, but very easy. Very, very easy. As long as you comply with the laid down rules, it's very, very easy. It's a little bit difficult in Nigeria here, but I did my own in Nigeria. But it's a lot easier overseas because of our address problem. You know, we don't have a normal address program system in Nigeria. But I want to make sure that the owner of the channel gets the code. It is the code they will pay the money to. So whether the owner of the channel is alive or not, they don't want to know. The code will never die. So it is not for you to put the code, to attach the code to your next of kin who is going to inherit that channel when you die. The beneficiary. That person will continue to take the money.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much. A round of applause. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go out with the 3 speakers and the panelists for a photo op outside. While we're doing that, please quickly grab your tea and meat pie and return.